what's up? This is scxcr. In case you're noticing the different video quality, it's because I'm using a different camera. The one I usually use is charging for a few hours. Yeah, I needed a battery for that thing. Anyway, I just want to take this moment to address a few things. First of all, the X-Men Legends playthrough, get off my back, I'm putting up parts for it, okay? My computer has been acting a little funky lately, it's a little slow. I think it's mainly because of my constantly making videos and not getting rid of them, so it slows down takes up all the virtual memory. But yeah, I'm working on that, so that's going to be coming eventually. And just reminded me that the end of the game really wasn't that difficult. I was kind of disappointed in it. Anyway, moving on. I am working on the Shenmue review, so Cloudland Heart 23, if you're out there, I am working on it. Better hold up your end of the swap. Excuse me. But I also wanted to talk about a couple of games that I myself don't own, but my roommate does own, so I've been able to play a little of both of them. Fallout 3 and Mirror's Edge. First of all, I want to go to Fallout 3. For one thing, it's insanely addictive. It's one of the more fun things that I've played recently. And the roommate reserved it early, so he's got the Fallout 3 lunchbox tin thing with it. That makes me kind of jealous. But I don't have nothing but praise for Fallout 3 though, for a couple of reasons. And apparently other people have problems with this too. It's the VATS targeting system. One of the things is, when you're using VATS, you cannot move at all. Which I guess makes sense because you're trying to take like a concentrated shot at a specific area. But the thing about it is, there are some really ridiculous things about it. Like, in the game you can cripple certain parts of an enemy by targeting different parts of it. You can cripple an arm, a leg, you can cripple the torso, which I'm not sure exactly what that means, but you can also cripple the head. Cripple the head. That doesn't mean shoot it off. It means, I don't know what it means, but you can cripple the head of people. And it gets kind of ridiculous at points when you can shoot someone at point blank range with a high-powered shotgun 3 times in the head and they won't die. And they don't even have to be wearing a helmet or anything, because there's this one weird thing about VATS where if you're standing too close to a target, you will shoot past it. Like, let me see if I can give you an example here. I'm going to borrow my roommate's gun. Let's say this is an enemy. I am in VATS, targeting at his head right now, and I take 3 shots into the head with this gun. In theory, that should kill him, because he's not wearing anything on his head. This is what will happen. Now, it might do damage, it might not, but still, it's kind of bullshit. And there have been like little glitches here and there. Like, I have this one thing where I'll just do something and I'll try to look at the Pip-Boy, which is like the menu readout thing on your wrist, and the screen will be so incredibly bright that I cannot read anything on it. But that's very easy to overcome. If it happens to you, just turn the light on your Pip-Boy and then turn it off again, and it'll go back to normal. But and there are also a couple of moments where you can like clip through a wall and see through it. But it's really nothing huge. It's nothing that's really damaging to the game, except for maybe the VATS thing. But you learn to compensate for that after a little bit. It's not hard to stand like a few feet back before you shoot at something. And yeah, there's really in-depth like leveling and developing the skills of your character. There's a karma system, so you can be good or bad or just neutral. There are all kinds of different NPCs that you can interact with, not just in Megaton, which is where you're going to be spending most of your time, but wandering around the wasteland. There are all sorts of different enemies, and this is something that I like and something that I hate about it. Raiders are who you're going to be facing most of the time. They're like these renegade sort of road warriors, vigilantes that just like go out and pillage and plunder the remains of the DC area. And the thing is, if you're in the Capital Wasteland, which just think of it as the overworld map, if you're wandering around the wasteland and you go to like these abandoned houses and you take out all the raiders in that area, now in any other game you would probably think, oh, that's cool, I can just go there whenever I want from now on. No. What happens in this game is the raiders and certain wild animals can come back. They will, after a while, they will come back to that area and take it over again. So if you're walking through there, you better be damn well ready for them. Now I like that, but it makes fast traveling difficult in the game. Like, you can fast travel by clicking one location on a map away from where you are, assuming that you're not encumbered or really badly damaged or there aren't enemies nearby. What you can do is you can just click on a point on the map, you'll fast travel to it, which means loading screen appears, you're magically there. The thing about that is, I have done that and spawned on top of enemies. I tried traveling to Vault 106 once, and I wound up surrounded by 3 wild dogs. Now, that wasn't so bad because there is a very easy way to abuse the combat system for melee-based enemies. Because you have a bunch of melee weapons you can choose from. Baseball bat, sledgehammer, combat knife, lead pipe. My personal favorite is the Chinese sword. Just because it's a Chinese sword. And what you basically do is you just back up and circle straight and you can kill just about any wild animal. Except for the Mirelurks, which are a huge pain in the ass. But, no, I'm deviating. Because overall, Fallout 3 is really fun to play. And I'm probably not going to stop anytime soon. Which, yeah, that could develop problems with everything. Anyway, moving on. Because I know I'm running out of time on this. Actually, how much time is left on this? Okay, good. I've still got like 12 minutes. Because I'm probably going to be talking for a little bit about this one. Mirror's Edge.